The Vice President is yet to appear over at the NBI, but she did appear at the House Good Government Committee's hearing yesterday. Now we have that panel's chairman, and we'll be taking a chance to chat with him. Welcome back to the Big Story Manila 3rd District Representative Joel Chua. Can you hear us okay?
Good evening, ladies. Thanks for having me tonight.
Okay, Congressman, napa-oath take nyo na, no? Ang Vice President, dalawa na sa staff niya ang na-ospital. Saan na papunta ang next hearing ng Committee of Good Government?
Sa Friday po, meron po kaming committee hearing. Hopefully, dito po matanong na po ang ating Vice President.
I was curious actually, Kong Joel, no? How come you didn't ask her any questions yesterday doon sa hearing because she already took her oath? In fact, I was expecting na mabobombard siya with questions, but instead, you know, na yung mga staff pa rin niya ang tinanong.
Well, actually, yung mga congressman po kasi they were they prepared a question with respect to the four staff of the Vice President. Kumbaga parang ano yan, laying the predicate. So hopefully, unfortunately pala, one of the staff of the Vice President suffered some health. So during the course of interpellation, medyo tumaas yung kanyang blood pressure at saka dinala po siya sa ospital. So the Vice President requested that she be accompanied by the Vice President. Kaya nga po biglang yung Vice President umalis, sinamahan po niya yung kanyang staff. So may mga congressman naman po na supposed to be magtatanong kay Vice President, but unfortunately umalis po yung Vice President dahil medyo naubos po yung kalahati ng araw po namin sa mga admin matters Kaya medyo napatagal po yung mga line of questioning ng mga congressman.
Congressman, speaking of the OVP staff, Zulaika Lopez says she will take legal steps to object to the House detention extension. And Attorney Sal Panelo said this is an excessive use of contempt power given by the Constitution to Congress. You've been called out for congressional overreach. What would you have to say to that? I mean, what do the House rules really say vis-a-vis the rights of your resource persons? Bakit kailangan sa Correctional Institute for Women?
Wala naman po may gusto na mangyari yan. Unfortunately, during the period of detention of Zulaika Lopez, medyo marami po kasing nangyari. There was a breach of protocol. Yung Vice President po was insisting to sleep in the vicinity of the House of Representatives. There was even a letter requesting from the Vice President that she be allowed to jog within the compound of the House of Representatives. So medyo nagkaroon ng security risk, security threat. So on top of that, yung Vice President po, nagbablog pa po, parang medyo may mga call na nadudun po siya. So medyo nagkaroon, na-alarma po yung Sergeant at Arms. So it was brought to the attention of the House leadership. At tayo po ay kinontak, no? Kaya nga nagkaroon po kami ng special session to address this issue.
Are you waiting for the Chief of Staff, Zulaika Lopez, to attend the hearing again and be able to speak? Also, Gina Acosta?
She was invited last hearing, but unfortunately, the medical doctor gave a medical bulletin. Sinasabi po ng medical doctor that she be allowed to rest for at least 5 days or something. So we extended the contempt and the arrest of Zulaika Lopez for another 5 days.
Right. Balikan lang natin konti, no, yung unang tanong ni Gretchen, Congressman Chua, kasi nung nag-emergency meeting kayo, hindi nyo po isinapubliko yung fact na nagkaroon kayo ng emergency meeting. Nalaman na lang po naming mga media the following day after na magkumahog ni Vice President Sara Duterte na nasaan yung minutes nyo, ganyan-ganyan. to anyone who was watching events unfold, kasi the casual viewer, Congressman Joel, mukhang parang kumbaga gusto nyong umalis, no, si VP Sara doon sa premises ng Batasang Pambansa, pero ang nagyari mukhang nabuli or parang kumbaga nilabas ninyo, no, to kay Attorney Zulaika Lopez yung kumbaga siya yung natamaan para magalaw, parang some sort of inertia to move the Vice President out of the premises. Some constitutional watchers are calling this unfair and unconstitutional. Ano pong masasabi niyo doon?
They can always at any time question the constitutionality of our order.
Okay.
All right. Congressman, I want to go to the resource persons, Edward Fajarda and Gina Costa, who said that they disbursed confidential funds to security officers. You are seeing this as unconstitutional or not in accordance with the joint circular. So ano po ba dapat yung protocol sa ganun? Ano? Para lang magkaroon po tayo ng konting kalinawan doon.
Saan po? Pakiulit po.
They disbursed, Edward Fajarda, Gina Costa, nag-disburse po sila sa security officer. Dapat po ba sila mismo ang mag-hand doon sa bibigyan nila ng confidential funds? I mean, what was the breach that you're seeing here in terms of the joint circular on confidential intelligence funds?
Definitely, because they are the disbursing officer. Sila yung nag-file ng fidelity fund. So kung ano man ang mangyari po dito sa pondong to, ay pananagutan po nila. That is their accountability. Ladies, ito pong pondong to, what we are talking now is not personal fund of Acosta and Fajarda. Pondo po to ng taong bayan. They cannot just entrust this to anybody without any legal grounds para maibigay po ninyo itong pondo. And what we are talking here is 612.5 million. Hindi po ito barya.
Okay, Congressman, punta
Sino
naman...
po mananagot dito pag nawala po ito?
Correct. Congressman, puntahan naman po natin yung mga pangalan na lumutang no, sa House hearing, Mary Grace Piatos, Cocoy Villamin. The committee said it plans to get or to tap itong a penmanship expert, pati na rin po yung PSA. Did the House get around to doing that? Ano na po yung nakita nyo doon?
We already submitted the names of Mary Grace Piatos as well as Cocoy Villamin to PSA and NBI. And they told us na pinag-aaralan na po nila itong mga pangalan na to.
Okay. The security officer that I was talking about a while ago is Colonel Dennis Nolasco and Colonel Raymond Dante La Chica. Are both of them a part of the Vice Presidential Security Protection Group? And are you looking to summon them to the next hearing?
We already invited them, both of them.
So can we expect them to be there on Friday?
Actually, last Monday, Colonel La Chica was present. But unfortunately, because of the health issue of Gina Acosta, the Vice President escorted Gina Acosta to the Veteran Memorial Hospital. So unfortunately, on that date, si Colonel La Chica was the duty Vice President escort group, I think, of the Vice President. So,
yes, sinamahan din niya sila kasi siya yung naka-duty para mag-bodyguard.
Sinamahan po ni Colonel La Chica si Vice President.
Also, Congressman Joel, balita namin, no, yung 4 na staff, parang medyo nilift nyo na raw yung contempt order or some sort of lifting, meaning hindi nyo sila dinetain. Ano po yung main reason kung bakit, why are they being treated differently, for example, from Zulaika Lopez, who actually answered all your questions?
We gave them a furlough. Kasi po yung kanyang contempt is for refusal to obey summon. Nung time na yun, nag-umattend na po sila, but the furlough was conditional. Kailangan po bumalik po sila on Friday para po talaga matapos na po itong issue na to at sila po ay makarating.
Pero
to assure
Congressman,
their attendance.
Itong mga officials, is the contempt order still in effect sa kanila kahit may furlough?
Yeah, pero ano lang naman to, furlough lang eh. Temporary relief lang po yan eh.
Pero kung na-contempt sila for not attending pero nag-attend na sila so nabigyan sila ng furlough, shouldn't it follow na na-lift na dapat yung contempt since they already appeared? And as you said in your earlier interview na they have promised in good faith to attend the hearing on Friday.
The reason why we gave them furlough is because yung previous acts po nila. Kasi this is last Monday was the 6th yata or 7th hearing. That was the only time that they attended. What about the other past hearings? Diba? So what is our assurance that they will attend in the next scheduled hearing?
Okay, Congressman, maugong po ang balita na maaaring magkaroon ng impeachment, mag-file ng impeachment complaint against the Vice President. What do you think could she be held liable for? I mean, we've asked this question already in the past, but given what has been already unpacked in the recent hearing, especially with the Special Disbursing Officer, ano po yung maaaring pwedeng ma-file laban sa Vice Presidente?
The committee has yet to decide on that. Maybe after we conclude the committee hearing, that's the time when we decide if we are going to push through with the impeachment.
And on the issue of confidential funds, since ito naman, no, and it's alleged misuse, ito po yung pinaka-topic talaga na pinag-uusapan natin sa committee ninyo, ay makikita ba namin or can we expect na ang mga civilian offices ay matatanggalan na ng confidential funds since mukhang tricky nga naman na kung paano to i-audit at no less than the Ombudsman Samuel Martires sa sarili niyang budget hearing, sinabi niya tanggalin niyo na yung confidential funds ko kasi hindi ko naman talaga mareresibuhan yan. Paano ko mareresibuhan yan?
Well, actually, the purpose of this investigation is in aid of legislation. That is the primary purpose. That's why we're crafting law now to at least remedy the loopholes. Kagaya po niya, nakikita po natin that there are some agencies and departments na hindi naman po kailangan na bigyan ng confidential funds, especially those agencies or departments that has nothing to do with intelligence gathering. So what is the purpose of giving them intelligence fund if we can use or utilize that fund in other purpose?
Congressman, on a final note, you mentioned that you will probably push through with impeachment. Am I getting that correct, that after the hearings, that is likely the direction that this investigation is going, impeachment?
No, I did not say that we are going to push through. After the hearing, we will decide if we will push through. But that is only part of the committee report. The primordial consideration of the committee report is to craft law in aid of legislation because that is the primary purpose of this investigation.
Okay. I guess the Vice President has a big day ahead of her on Friday. First, no, yung mag-a-answer siya nung subpoena niya sa NBI. She is supposed to appear at that office. And then I guess she will be going to the House for the next installment of that hearing. But for tonight, thank you so much for your time. Manila 3rd District Representative Chua, Chairman of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability.